Hey y'all, this is Santasha. So today I'm doing an actual product review. The products I'm going to be reviewing is the Parnevu. They sent me these three products. This is the Tea Tree Shampoo, Hair Mayonnaise, Tea Tree Cream Glosser. Now the shampoo is, it's a tea tree shampoo. So tea tree, has, tea tree has got that bacterial agent in it to help get rid of bacteria. And the tea tree is good for getting rid of that itchy scalp and flaking. I don't really have flaking. Every now and then I do have itchy scalp, so I know that I will add tea tree to my hot oil treatments or my conditioner when I'm having that issue. But the Parnevu already has the tea tree in it, and they use the Australian tea tree to help with that itching. Sodium lauryl sulfate in it. So, I don't normally use a product that has a sulfate in it because I try to stay away from sulfates. But this shampoo is saying that its ultra rich formula penetrates the hair shaft to replace and lock in vital moisture lost to chemical damage in everyday styling. So we're going to see how this works, even though it does have sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate, and it has a couple parabens in it also. So that's from reading the ingredients. The first recommendation I would being a natural hair girl and us trying to stay away from those sulfates that dry out our hair and things like that, what I would say is this is the shampoo is said to help lock in moisture, help stop itching, and help prevent flaking. I would recommend you limit your use of this shampoo. You use it when you do have that itchy scalp and that flaking. I wouldn't recommend you using this on a weekly basis because sulfates are one of our biggest contributors to dry hair, and I don't want y'all to be using something that's gonna give you that dry hair. And maybe that's the reason why they came up with the Parnevu hair mayonnaise, because the Parnevu hair mayonnaise formulated for weak and damaged or over-processed hair. Now I say all that to say this about our natural hair. Natural hair is typically dry, and if you use a product that is formulated for damaged, over-processed hair, that's brittle, dry hair, that's why I would recommend the hair mayonnaise because it's already has those special formulations that are going to help dry hair. And although we don't have what we call, for us who have healthy natural hair, we just have trouble locking in our moisture. We don't typically have what we call dry hair. We just have trouble locking and maintaining that moisture. So if that already has that in there, this is going to help us out some. Hair mayonnaise, it's got the olive oil in it, egg protein, and organic herbs to promote hair and scalp. And it works from within with the shaft and you can use it as a styler, or you can use it as a deep conditioner. And I'm most definitely going to use it as a deep conditioner today because I am going to use the tea tree shampoo. Then I'm going to follow that up with the Parnevu hair mayonnaise, and then I'm going to come behind it and use the Parnevu tea tree cream glosser as a styler. The styler does not have parabens in it, and it is a styler, so it wouldn't have any sodium oil, but it has what it's promising is a long-lasting shine, a moisturizing formula, and it also helps reduce itching and flaking. So let me show you each product first. First, the smell is okay. It's not really. This is the shampoo, and this is the consistency of the shampoo. Nothing special about that. Normal consistency. And the smell, I guess when I think of tea tree, because tea tree is kind of medicine-y, it does not have that medicine-y smell. And we already know, because it has that lauryl sulfate in it, that tends to give us those suds, that it's going to have a good sudsing factor in it. So what I am going to do is what I normally do. And remember, like, if you see me speaking at different expos and seminars, I usually have my rings on. And I usually try to take my rings off when I'm truly doing my hair, because that's another way of snagging your hair, breaking your hair, pulling your hair. Try to take your rings off, and make sure you take care of those fingernails as well. If you got to hang nails or raggedy nails, just file them smooth so that they don't pull on your hair too. So before I start, I like to take, today is just aloe vera gel. You can use aloe vera juice, you can use your water, you can use your Ayurvedic spritz. Whatever you want to use, that's in your spritz bottle. Because the only thing we're doing is basically wetting the hair, not soaking wet. So we're dampening the hair. And this is the pre-poo. You're damping the hair. Then you just take sections of your hair after you've dampened it, and apply your coconut oil. As long as it's pure coconut oil, it really doesn't matter the brand, but you just rubbing it on almost as if you're going to style your hair. Really just helps prepare your hair for the shampooing process. It kind of well, first of all, the water is opening up your cuticles, and then you're letting that coconut get in that hair shaft and penetrate it and get all in there, so that when you do shampoo, it's almost like a pre-detangle. Not that you have to detangle your hair, but it gets in, and when it softens up your hair, it kind of lets that process go a little bit better as well, because it's all soft. Let this sit for anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and depending on what you're doing for the day, if you're really busy and cleaning up or whatever, you might even leave it on even longer. But just put a plastic cap on and let it sit. Hey y'all, this is me. I just decided to come back and let you know that the pre-poo, you do not have to put a plastic cap on for the pre-poo. But I put a plastic cap on because I'm usually sitting around watching TV or something. And I have a lot of... I just don't want to get the grease and stuff on my couch and whatever have we. So I usually put a plastic cap on, but it's not imperative that you put a plastic cap on. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually shampoo my hair. I still have the pre-poo in, and I'm just going to first just rinse it, let the water just rinse it, and then I'm going to shampoo with the Parnevu tea tree shampoo. And the reason why I'm doing this portion in the shower is because I want to be able to show you how sudsy or not sudsy it will be. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to shampoo with the Parnevu, and then we'll go on to the next step, which is the hair mayonnaise, and we will deep condition with the hair mayonnaise. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody ever mentioned that when you actually shampooing your hair, because we're talking about an itchy scalp, don't shampoo your hair or, you know, wash, rinse, all that good word. Don't do that with the water too hot. Try to have the water like lukewarm or warm, just not hot, because think about it. If you're drying out your scalp with that hot water, then that helps aid in that dry, itchy scalp. So make sure your water is just warm. And remember, when I do the final rinse, my apple cider vinegar rinse, remember I do that with basically it's room temperature bottled water, distilled water. So it's nice and cool, and it's the last thing that hits my scalp. Like I said, just rinse this out first. Some people that actually, I imagine the longer your hair is, the longer, thicker, more curlier, or the more your hair tends to tangle, you do want to wash your hair in sections. That just helps keep it from getting all tangled up. So, Parnevu tea tree shampoo. And that's how much I'm using. I don't know if you all can see that, but it's not very much at all. I'm not going to use a whole lot because it shouldn't take a whole lot of shampoo to do your hair. So there you go. Make sure you, and when you're shampooing your hair, I know we say we're shampooing our hair, but for the most part, we truly shampooing that scalp. That's what you really want to get clean. I mean, sometimes you have product buildup and you need to focus on your hair, but really try to focus on your scalp, because once you get the shampoo on your scalp, it's going to kind of run on down, and then when you get ready to rinse your hair, it's going to rinse away everything else. So keep that in mind when you're doing your shampoo. And I can tell already, I'm almost done rinsing this section, but already I tell that the Parnevu shampoo did get rid of all the oil. Remember I put all that coconut oil on there, and I'm not feeling any coconut oil on this section of my hair. And also remember, when you're shampooing your hair, that is your scalp massage for the day. So make sure you get in there and get that really good. If you're shampooing your hair in sections, make sure you twist the sections back up after you finish shampooing that section. Really curly hair, ladies, and you really long hair, it's all tangled up and tied up into each other. It is truly a good idea to shampoo and condition your hair in sections. Yes, it will take a little longer, but it's still better than detangling all that time, spending all that time on detangling. So what I'm going to do now, because I want to go ahead and get this over with, I'm just going to go ahead and take down all my twists and just shampoo the rest of my hair. I'm not going to shampoo it in sections, but I did want to show you all how to shampoo your hair in sections. So I pretty much use the same amount of shampoo, and now I'm just applying it on, making sure I focus on my scalp. Alright, so that's it, y'all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let my hair air dry some, and I'm going to dry and change. And I'm going to let it air dry some because I want to see if my hair really feels like, you know, different, if it feels like dry or brittle, before I put any more product on it. Because if I put something else on it, then how will I know how my hair felt after the shampoo? So I'm going to go do that, and I will come back with my final wrap-up feedback about the shampoo, and move on to the next step. Alright, so I'm back, and if you see, I do have a head full of suds because, you know, I'm always trying to do right by a product. So I read the product bottle, and it said to, you know, lather and repeat. So this is my repeat lather. So maybe the first time it didn't suds up as much because it used a lot of the, you know, it was focusing on getting that oil out of my hair. But this is the second process, the second shampoo. I don't always repeat. I usually just shampoo once, but the direction said to repeat, so that's what I did, repeat. And it is very sudsy. So if you don't pre-poo, you will get a lot of suds on that first shampoo. So that's what I wanted to come back and share with you all. Alright, and here's something else I want to show you about the pre-poo. If you see that, yes, that is hair that's left in the shower, but that's something that the pre-poo does also. I know you wash your hair sometimes in the shower and you see a whole lot of hair in the shower. The pre-poo helps with that. You'll notice a big difference in the amount that you see while you're in the shower with the pre-poo versus the amount that you'll see in the shower without the pre-poo. So I just want to show you that. Alright, y'all, so I've let my hair air dry. It's completely dry, but it's really soft. It's not, you know, dry, feeling all hard and, you know, crunchy. So it's just dry And one thing I did notice is you really can see mine. Remember how I told you I got those two textures? You can see it really good because this is one texture and then this is another texture. And then this one's changing a little. But that's it. It doesn't feel really crunchy or anything. So, like I said, because the Parnevu tea tree shampoo does has the sulfate, I would limit the use of it. But if I were to encounter an itchy scalp, I would use this. And another thing, I guess if you're using the sulfate, which tends to dry, just make sure you come behind it and DC, which I am going to be using the Parnevu hair mayonnaise to do that with.